I think life is a little bit like fighting an invisible war. It's hard to dodge the bullets, dodge the arrows, when you aren't even aware of where they're coming from. I think if we settle in our heart that we are in a war, that we are in the midst of a battle, we would not be so off guard when we get hit. We should be aware that we have an enemy and he is relentless in his efforts to stop us fulfilling our purpose. In saying that, there are seasons of warfare and there are seasons of peace. We are people of purpose. We are on this earth to achieve God's vision. He has a great plan for our life, and to fulfill it, at times there will be seasons of stretching forward to achieve that plan. Warfare is often an indication that we are in for a promotion. Life is a journey containing battles, victories, seasons of breakthrough, and then hopefully a season of peace. The absolute truth is that we will have battles. We would like to pray that the battle would go away, but the fact is we need strength and wisdom to go through the battle and come out the other end victorious. God rewards overcomers. As believers, we will have seasons of warfare. Even Jesus was tempted by the devil. He endured seasons of warfare. When Jesus was fasting and isolated in the desert, which must have been a vulnerable time, the devil offered Jesus a shortcut to the control of the world if he would just bow down and worship him just once. There was so much at stake here. Our future eternity was at stake. If Jesus had said, "This battle's too hard, I give up," he would never have fulfilled his purpose for coming to this earth. The salvation of all of us rested on Jesus staying strong in the battle and not giving in to the huge pressure placed upon him. Similarly, the pressure is upon us to go through our battles so that we can fulfill our purpose. And I dare say that the salvation of many people in our sphere of influence relies on us staying strong in our battles. Just as there are seasons of warfare, there are seasons of peace. And I believe that in these seasons of peace, we need to make sure that the wounds of the battle we have just been through need to be dealt with. The arrows need to be pulled out, the wound cleaned up and totally healed, leaving no residue of infection. We must not carry an open wound into our next battle. The book of Psalms talks about lying beside still waters. Weeping endures for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Enjoy the seasons of peace, but use them as recovery seasons. If we don't deal with the wounds that have been inflicted upon us, we will enter the next battle far too vulnerable. We must deal with hurts, offences, and wounds, or we will never survive the next round of warfare. War is painful, and we do get hurt. In the time of peace, we also receive from God clear direction for the future, for the next step. We have all the weapons we need to fight the battle, and as we fight with the weapons God has provided, the battle is the Lord's. We must fight with the truth of His word. Greater is He that is in us than he that is in the whole world. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Be of good courage. As God overcomes the world, so shall you overcome the world and fulfill God's dream for your life. This is Rosanna Palmer.